California's Fire Fiasco, Part 1. Let's take a trip back to the mid to late 1800s. Railroads were being built, mining was in full swing. Both of those industries had a heavy demand for timber. That resulted in clear cutting large swaths of California's old growth forest. In place of that old growth forest came spindly, dense, straggly timber and underbrush, very flammable, much like stacking twigs and semi larger pieces of wood on a pile to start a bonfire. California's forest essentially became a bonfire waiting to happen. Well, logging continued, and that suppressed it to some degree. Environmentalists thought they were doing a good thing for the state of California, and they stepped in and tried to stop logging for species like the spotted owl. The resulting wildfires that ensued because no logging was taking place have been catastrophic. We've all witnessed them. I watched paradise burn from an adjacent mountainside. An area that should have been logged 20 years earlier wasn't logged, and the fire was devastating. There was mass loss of life. It was a tragedy. Now let's go to Southern California, an area that should never have had a dense population like it has. People have chose to build their homes in areas with chaparral, species that need fire for their seeds to germinate. Well, when you build your house on the top of a mountain with nothing but chaparral below it and lightning strikes, what do you think is going to happen? We can't blame one specific person or one specific period of time for what's going on with California's wildfires. But we can say that mismanagement and environmental ignorance has caused California's wildfire fiasco. But that's only part of the problem. The real problem is decades of fire suppression. California needs wildfires. And don't take offense at that. I'm sorry if you've lost anybody to a wildfire or you lost your home. California needs wildfires. It's a part of the environment. But what we need is wildfires in healthy forests, thin forests with mature trees. Then the fire burns through the understory and doesn't spread to the canopy. And we don't get catastrophic fires like the one that we had in Paradise, California, where many lives were lost and people couldn't escape. I watched that fire from my property. I've seen the devastation of wildfires in California, and it's our fault for mismanaging the forests in California. Take a trip to Southern California, and we have a different scenario. We have people that built where they should have never built homes. The problem there is people. It's not fire. And I'm not trying to upset you. If you live in Southern California and you think I'm callous in my words, you should not have built your house on a mountainside with chaparral all around you. Chaparral needs fire. It's part of its environment. Lightning has been striking Southern California for thousands of years, millions of years probably, causing the chaparral to burn, causing the seeds to germinate, fertilizing the soils. You move in, you try to suppress the fire comes anyways. You blame the water resources, you blame the lack of clearing of land. No, it's ultimately our fault for building where we shouldn't have built.